In Omori, there's something called the WTF value. Basically, it's a number that's determined at the start of the game, and depending on the number between 1 and, I don't know, 13 or something, little details are added.
What the fuck?
Most people know that the WTF value is determined the second you leave Wreck-It Ralph's stump. What nobody knows, though, is that the second you leave that stump, you also get possessed. Welcome to Gay Theory, and today we're going to be discussing how you, the player, get possessed in Omori. First off, the start of the game. We are immediately attracted to the two on the left, Mari and Basil. But you might be asking, why? Why these two specifically, when we just saw all these characters right here? Well, it may be because those two are the most human looking out of the bunch. But not only that, what if I told you the people who possess you in this game may in fact be a man and woman? And what if I told you this man and woman use Mari and Basil as self-inserts because they see themselves as these people to trick you into thinking they're sweet and wholesome, when in reality they're out to control you into doing unspeakable things like dying or thinking Tenko is a well-written character.
You're not helping!
Sunny's self-insert is here too. It's Omori. Look, they're the same. He looks so fucking boring. An early sign of possession comes in the first night after you open the door for Mari. Now, the fact that anyone would stay on this screen for more than 2 milliseconds shows that they are clearly under some brain control possession crap. As the game progresses near the end, the brain control possession gets so strong that you begin to forget Basil, the person you're trying to find, to the point where you just don't care anymore. Also, don't you find it weird that you know where to go? Like, where you need to go and what you need to do? That's kind of weird. Also, throughout the game, you follow the ghost of the guy's self-insert, and he makes you jump into black holes. Black holes are scary, and that's something you wouldn't normally do, but if you were possessed, you would jump into a hole. And then you reach black space, which is probably one of the spookiest parts of the game, but it's also the deepest part of your mind. The part of your mind where you can, like, feel yourself, you know. You have a bit of conscience left. And through these doors, you find Basil, you find the male self-insert, and you try to defeat him because you know he's trying to control your mind. So if you can defeat him in the deepest part of your mind, you can win. This doesn't work. In fact, it makes it worse, because when you finally stab him, you know, like, you defeat him for the final time, he sends his mind control possession through the knife into your mind. That's how it works. And throughout the game, he's taking control of you, yes, but now he's also taking control of your character. He's taking control of Omori. This is not you controlling Omori anymore, it's him. This is why you don't play as him anymore. And then you get to the hand thrown zone, which is where you can clearly see you are being controlled like a puppet with invisible strings. And now you might be asking, Who is taking control of you? Who are these two people who are, like, trying to possess you, trying to take control of you? This man and woman, who are they? Well, this is all revealed at the end of the game when you get the bad ending, because the bad ending is bad, and that's what bad people do. They want you to get the bad ending to show their true colours, something Omori doesn't have. Like, look at him. After losing to Omori, you have basically become possessed by Omori, who is possessed by the two that are possessing you. Using the possessed you, they make you jump off of a rooftop with the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. The music that follows slaps, but don't let it fool you. This is their way of showing who possessed you. Now, notice the piano in the background. Now, who uses a piano in the game? Mari, yes, but also the person who sees Mari as their self-insert also uses a piano. There's also Japanese words, so you know these people are from an anime, and then
Doki doki, doki doki, doki doki, doki doki.
Doki Doki! As in Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, who from Doki Doki Literature Club is like Mari? You! You both play piano. You both have a caring nature where you're like, oh, I care about you, I'm always here for you. You both have long hair, and both of your names begin with M. But it's not just Monaco's controlling you, it's someone else. And they let that slip halfway through the song. Yasuhiro Hagakure is also controlling your mind. The O at the start with the high-pitched feminine-like voice could mean that this is Monica singing this part. So the O part is like romantic so like they're dating. So not only is Yasuhiro cheating on Efumi, he's also messing around with you. Also, the way she cuts off from saying Yasuhiro and just moves on, it's like she's trying to in a sloppy way of trying to hide the truth. Just like how in Danganronpa when Yasuhiro tries to hide a piece of evidence in a sloppy way. Now, what makes Basil Yasuhiro's self-insert? Well, because when you go onto places like Discord, you see these people trying to act innocent and wholesome, like the Wholesome 100 cinnamon rolls, but they're secretly evil, out to control everyone. And behind the camera, behind the persona, is a guy twice the size and twice the age. But Yasuhiro is still a pretty chill dude. That's why in the secret ending, when you show him that you have defeated the something that represents Mari, that represents Monica, he sees this, he sees that, like, they have both been unable to control you, and he sees you as worthy and gives up. And he's like, yeah, man, you're pretty good. In conclusion, Yasuhiro and Monica are both controlling you the second you start playing Omori. So if you want to like stop them from possessing you, it's best that you subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, buy me a Basil cosplay. But hey, that's just a theory. Okay.
Oh Yasumi, close your eyes and you'll leave this dream. Oh Yasumi.